Hi guys, this is Dor from the Sovereign Trader channel. I'm a financial market swing trader based on classical chart patterns. I have around 2.5 years of total trading experience where I experienced with several trading styles, strategies and methods. In this channel I will provide my views on the markets along with trading education and personal positions. Moreover, I'll share with you my journey to becoming a consistently profitable multimillionaire and sovereign trader. In today's video guys, I'm going to do with you my morning routine, my beginning day routine, where I go through my open positions and finding candidates that might provide trade entry for today. So let's start off. ROIC. Okay, so price is still moving sideways. I won't let it go below this minor swing low. I do believe that price might come to test the 200 AMA, but I'm not willing to let price take me back to loss territory after providing this move, almost 50% of target. So that's about ROIC. TLT, strong move down, small pullback, decent bear bar. So staying in the position, progress my stop loss above this minor swing high. Might close 75% of the position at the this weekly major swing low. Okay. AIZ, we have a strong thrust breakout. Price has been moving sideways for several days. In my opinion, for too much days. I think that today will be the decision day. Either price will move down and close the position, which I'm fine with it. The stop loss is located below the low of this small, call it hammer or doji, whatever. This small that came to test this high. So if it will come down and close the position, I'm fine with it. If it will continue higher, that's amazing, and I will probably progress my stop loss to the low of this doji bar. NEE, strong move down, quite a big pattern after a very long time of an uptrend. So we might have some kind of macro, or let's say a very broad trend change here. Price broke out pretty strongly, decent breakout bar, came to test the breakout line and closed with bearish engulfing prior day. So far it looks good. Still at the beginning, so I'll have to see how price is behaving. So far I've progressed my stop loss above the low of this bearish engulfing, and I will not allow price to go above that. HPE. So about this position I'm quite not happy with, because it's a very long and lazy pattern. These kind of patterns usually have a lot of fake outs or fades, which means price trying to break out and then fails to do so. And that's because there is massive selling pressure around this area. Just take a look. It's around 4 years of a pattern where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 encounters with the resistance, and price is still rejected, which means there is a massive selling pressure, and it takes time for buyers to consume the selling orders that are sitting at the resistance line, and therefore we might have quite a lot of fake outs and failed breakouts, let's say. So we had a decent breakout bar. We had bad follow through and 2-bar reversal, and then another bad follow through, so I will not let price go below the breakout line and actually close below the breakout line and the low of this bar. LANC, it's a new position that I entered yesterday actually. It's a position that I've been waiting for quite a long time. It's call it a head and shoulders pattern, so you can say even it's a complex reversal because we have head, shoulder, shoulder, and another shoulder and another shoulder. I look at it from a place of head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, and the launching pattern says cup and handle, cup and handle. We had a decent close, a decent bear bar, closing below the low, below the breakout line. Got a bit of support at this low. I will not let price go above the low of this, the high, of this thrust candle, and I'll see how price is behaving, and still paying attention to the fact that we have earnings in around 2 weeks from now. So yep. CXW, well, this is a pattern. I closed this position yesterday, and I'm quite with controversial thoughts about it, because on one hand it's a very good and defined pattern. It's a head and shoulders pattern launched by a ascending triangle. So these are the positives. It had a decent breakout, but the negatives are that we are in quite a big range. Okay, it's correct that we are coming into the pattern after a long move down, which is another positive point, but overall we are the overall trend is a trading range. Okay, so the reason I closed the position is because of this bar. I mean, it's a 2 bar reversal, which means there is a strong bull bar and there is a bear bar, strong bear bar right after it, and vice versa. The reason that in hindsight I'm not so complete and happy with the fact that I closed the position is that price actually closed at the 50% body of this strong bear bar, a bull bar, and it actually just came to test the 200 AMA. So I'll have to say about it. I mean, it might have been a mistake. I journaled this trade, and I'm quite aware why this happened. So we'll have to see how price behaves. JPM continuing down as I expected, so I think that I will stop monitoring this stock very soon. CW is actually showing signs of weakness, and it's quite obvious because we have an exhaustion bar on the weekly, an exhaustion bar on the weekly in this stock. An exhaustion bar is a strong, wide bull bar that comes after a long up move, or vice versa. The reasoning behind the exhaustion bar is that buyers are emptying all their buying power, or let's say ammo. Okay, they are pushing the last push, and they are giving it all in this last push. So I might do a video about it in a more detailed way sometimes in the future. So okay, let's move on for the candidates for today. So it would be MO, which is sitting in some kind of triangle, or say triangle or complex reversal, head, shoulders, 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 and shoulders. Once again, I'll need to see a strong break below the pattern. SEDG. This is the position that I told you guys in prior videos that I'm not so prone to enter. It seems to going fine in the expected direction. I probably won't take it at this point. GOLD, I think it will need some time to materialize because price is not moving too decisively in one direction. SGDM, it actually closed below the breakout line, but the way price broke below and closed below is not satisfying. So I need another follow through bar after this bar that closed, let's say below this price level, below the 24.56. PEG, another nice candidate, head and shoulders failure that I think will need a few more days to materialize. We have several days getting rejected by the 200-day MA, which is good. We have a momentum to the downside, strong and decisive move. Once price will get near the breakout line, I will be monitoring the stock more often. NEM. So once again, this is a very big pattern, lazy and big one. Price is broke below the let's say the breakout line, but not in a way that is satisfying. And moreover, you can also say that the breakout line is actually here, because we have low here, 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 and here, which is what I'm recording it and reflecting on this position. I think this is the better place to put the breakout line. So if this is the breakout line, I'll need a better close below it, a more decisive close below it to confirm the short position. ARRY. So I thought it would be a head and shoulders failure, shoulder, head and shoulder, coming for the failure. Did not happen. We are probably having a rectangle here. Okay, probably having a rectangle here. I want to adjust the line to this point, which has more touches with the price. Can erase this, guys, and this alert too, and add a new alert for here. And actually another alert here if price will decide to break to the upside. Right? Okay, Procter & Gamble. Very long ascending triangle, another long and lazy pattern. So once again we have failed breakout. It's actually not a good candidate. I'm gonna put it out of my active list. On my short list, let's go through. Okay, went through QCOM. Okay, so QCOM looks more of a head and shoulders failure pattern. So it might materialize today. we'll have to see how price approaches to the right shoulder and how it closes below it. Yep. Actually, QCOM to the active list. Yep. MO we've been through. Okay, FE is another very long and lazy pattern. Call it also a complex reversal. Let's see the general context. Yeah, you are looking at the stock, and it's been moving sideways for very long time. We do have room for the downside to around this weekly major low. In this kind of patterns, the breakout is my main confirmation, let's say, and the price action that is followed after the breakout. I would want price to break out decisively, especially if it's a long and lazy pattern. CVX has been waiting for this position for quite a lot of time. It's not behaving as I expected, and as I mentioned in prior videos, it might morph into a rectangle. So currently it's not a candidate for the short time from the coming week. Disney, to be honest, I was thinking that Disney might break to the downside, but as we might see here, there is a possibility that price will break the trend line to the upside. I am personally not trading diagonal chart patterns, so I'll need to let price break above the trend line, form some kind of horizontal pattern, maybe a flag, maybe a rectangle, and then take the position. So let's put an alert here. IGF, another complex reversal or a head and shoulders top. Looks good. Price will need to break below the breakout line with a strong bear bar. We are in some kind of a trading range here. We had like big deviation here, but overall price is mainly concentrated in this area. Deviation here and deviation here, small deviations here and here. It's actually a decent one to move to the active list. DSX, I was aiming for this position to be head and shoulders, but it seems to be forming into a rectangle, so I'll need to continue and monitor this one. It's not close to any of the breakout boundaries, therefore I will leave it here and not move it to the active list. TFC, we have a head and shoulders bottom here. I will not take the position up until price breaks and closes decently above the 200 AMA. This is a decision that I took, that I won't take positions long that are below the 200 AMA, ensure that are above the 200-day MA. Moreover, guys, I made the decision to trade and focus only on stocks, and that's because I found out that 75 to 80% of my trades are equities, are US equities, and I've always traded mostly US equities, so I feel more comfortable trading equities, and I believe that in equities the psychological part of trading is coming more into reality, and I can say that just by looking at forex charts, for example, in comparison to equities charts. Forex charts are all over the place. They are a completely different beast, while equities charts, to my eyes, are more definable, more clear. I can see much more patterns there. So yep, overall that's it for today. Let's do a quick summary. So the main candidates for us is, I would say for today actually, will be MO and QCOM, which QCOM is the more preferable for me. Let's see. Yep, that's it. We have might be PEG, but it will need to progress quite a lot today to provide with an entry. So for any of you guys, MO, QCOM for today, and that's it. I wish you all a good weekend. I hope you had a good trading week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.